It was supposed to be just another quiet night in the neighborhood. The kind of night where nothing ever happens. Perfect lawns, identical houses, and rules that everyone followed at least. That's how Linda Graves liked it. Because in this HOA Linda wasn't just a resident. She was the one in control. People called her Karen, behind her back, but never to her face, because everyone knew one thing: if Linda didn't like you, your life in that neighborhood would become a nightmare. And unfortunately for her, she picked the wrong person this time. My name is Emma Carter, and a week ago Linda Graves burned my house to the ground. It started with something small. It always does. One morning, I found a notice taped to my mailbox: violation. Unapproved mailbox design. I remember staring at it confused, because my mailbox looked exactly like everyone else's. But that didn't matter, because this wasn't about rules, it was about control. A few days later, she showed up at my door, clipboard in hand. That same fake smile on her face, Miss Carter. She said, "You've had multiple violations this week." Multiple. I'd barely had time to respond before she started listing them: grass too long, trash bin visible, driveway stain. It was ridiculous. But a guy, not surprising, because Linda didn't enforce rules, she enforced power. At first I ignored it. I had more important things to deal with. You see, I'm a judge. I spend my days making decisions that actually matter. Real consequences. Real justice. Not mailbox complaints. But Linda didn't care. The letters kept coming. Then the fines. Then the threats. Each one more aggressive than the last. It felt targeted, personal, like she had already decided I was her next project. One evening, things escalated. She showed up again, but this time, she wasn't smiling. "You think you're above the rules?" she snapped. I stayed calm. "I follow the law," I told her. That was the moment everything changed. Because the look in her eyes, it wasn't out rules anymore. It was anger. Pure anger. That night, I woke up to the smell of smoke. At first I thought I was dreaming, but then I heard it: sirens, shouting, crackling. And when I looked outside, my house was on fire. Flames were everywhere. The entire structure engulfed. Fire trucks lined the street. Neighbors standing outside, watching, and me. I just stood there, frozen, watching everything I owned disappear in front of me. Years of memories. Just like that the next morning. There was nothing left but ashes and questions. A lot of questions. But one thing didn't sit right with me. The timing, the tension. Linda. So I did what I do best. I looked for the truth. Enable had a security camera. We checked the footage, and what we saw changed everything. There she was, Linda Graves, standing near my house that night, moving in the shadows, doing something she should never have done. I didn't react emotionally. I didn't confront her. I didn't make a scene. Because I knew exactly what to do. I took the footage and handed it to the police. A few days later, they showed up at her house with a warrant. At first, she acted confident like always, but that confidence didn't last long, because when they put those handcuffs on her, everything changed. The same woman who controlled the entire neighborhood now stood in front of everyone, with no control at all. But here's where things get interesting. A week later, the case went to court. Linda walked in like she still owned the place, her lawyer right beside her. That same attitude, that same arrogance, until she looked up and saw who was sitting at the judge's bench. Me. At the moment our eyes met, I saw it. Shock. Fear. Realization. She had no idea. The woman she targeted, the woman she harassed, the woman whose house she destroyed, was the same person about to decide her fate. And the thing I see didn't feel anger. I didn't feel revenge. I felt something much stronger: control. The trial began and evidence was presented. Footage played. Facts laid out one by one. Her lawyer tried to argue, tried to twist the story, but the truth was too clear. And when the jury gave their verdict, there was no surprise. Double quotes: guilty. Just one word. But it ended. Everything, her power, her control, her illusion of authority, all gone. When it came time for sentencing, the courtroom was completely silent. I looked at her one last time, not as a victim, not as someone she tried to hurt, but as a judge. And I did what I was sworn to do. I delivered justice, prison time, heavy penalties, consequences she never thought she'd face. As they took her away, the confidence was gone, replaced with something she had never shown before: fear. And just like that, it was over. My house, gone. But replaceable. Her actions, not so much, because in the end she didn't just burn down a house, she destroyed her own life. And the craziest part, she thought she was in control the whole time. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more HOA drama stories, and tell me, where are you watching from?